Introducing the Props Optimizer, a completely free app to help you find the winning edge in the player prop market. Our AI-powered insights and projections will help you make better decisions and more informed bets. So check before you bet and download the free Props Optimizer app today, available on iOS in the App Store. Happy Tuesday. Welcome to the NBA Prop Show presented by LineStar, your top 3 NBA player prop bets for today that are available on all of our partner sites like Underdog, Sleeper, Chalkboard, and ParlayPlay. If you don't have those apps, download them today and use that promo code LineStar. All you new users will get a nice deposit match plus 1 free month of the LineStar app, which is what we are using to help us find the best value in the prop market. Alongside me is Tyler Wiemann. I'm Shannon Sommerville. Let's get it rolling here on this Tuesday. After yesterday's 2-0 performance, the train keeps a-rolling here. The only pick that we let you guys down on yesterday was that Walter Clayton pick. I'll take the heat for that one. I went with a Florida Gator, and as a Bulldog, it just burned me. But the Florida Gators, congrats to all you Gators fans out there. That was a great game, Tyler. Did you catch any of that action at all last night? It was a pretty good game.
I was paying attention to the score a little bit. I was watching baseball, and then that last 5 minutes or so was when I was giving my daughter a bath. So,
okay. Dad duty takes precedence. It's all good.
Missed the comeback. Had to be a dad, but it definitely seemed like a very good game.
That it was. So recapping yesterday's picks, of course, I mentioned that Clayton pick. He was just 3 for 10. So I think our read on that was right. He just couldn't make his shots in the first half, but came back in the second half pretty strong. I thought he might have a chance there at the end, but just finished with 18 points and assists. But Domantas Sabonis delivered for us with 34 points and rebounds, and Jalen Duren. That was one of the easiest bets we've ever made because I think he cashed in the first quarter with the assist number. So that was a pretty good one.
He generally comes out and has a couple right off the bat. And then sometimes the assists just stop at that point. But yeah, he got it.
Gotta love a no sweat bet like that, and you can just relax a little bit. But hopefully we can have more of those today. We've got a great slate of NBA games for today, and some games that teams are just tanking, but other games still matter. So we're trying to find good game environments whenever we're looking at the player prop bet. Also, check out the Props Optimizer right now. It is free with ads in the App Store, so go ahead and check it out today. It is available on iOS, again, in the App Store. And do us a huge favor, like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below, and it'll enter you into our prop bets contest. So we're going to give you our favorite pick of the day to pair with the special pick that they give you on Chalkboard. And if that entry cashes, great. Hopefully you tailed. If it doesn't, for whatever reason, one randomly selected commenter will win $20. Unfortunately, yesterday, our main pick, I believe, was Duren. So that one was an easy cash for us. So hopefully you guys were able to cash in on that. We've been awesome. 14-3 over the last 6 shows. 34-10 over the last 16 shows. Just finishing out the season pretty strong here. So let's continue it. All right, let's talk about these games for tonight. And one that has a lot on the line here. So in the West, things are kind of tight where it's concerned. The 5 through the 8 seed right now, they're all tied right now. And one of those teams is the Minnesota Timberwolves. So they're very much playing for seeding right now. So we're going to roll with Rudy Gobert over 12.5 points for tonight. They're going up against the Milwaukee Bucks tonight. As you can see, LineStar's projection is liking the over here. Gobert's actually been averaging 19.5 points per game over the last 5, and he has gone over that 12.5 mark each of the last 5 as well. Milwaukee, 21st over the course of the season in points to centers, and actually they're allowing 14.2 points to the starting center, which is looking like Gobert is going to be for tonight. Tyler, what is your assessment of this points total for Gobert?
You know, I like the spot a lot. So you mentioned he's averaged 19.5 over the last 5. That is in 37 minutes a game, and that's an important part. He is playing a ton of minutes right now. Over the last 20 games, he's averaging 14.7 points in 33 minutes per game. So both averages well to the over here. And then also on our team defense tool, it's a really good scoring spot for center versus Milwaukee, who is allowing 14.2 per game to the center. Like the spot for Rudy. He's playing giant minutes, and I think he gets it done.
All right. So that's the main pick that for today, we're going to pair with the special that they're going to give you on Chalkboard. If you don't have Chalkboard already, make sure to download it. Use the promo code LineStar so you can get a nice deposit match plus 1 free month of the LineStar app. But if we do not cash that entry, one randomly selected commenter will win $20. So make sure you got to like this video, subscribe to the channel, comment below. You're in it to win it. Let's keep it rolling here with our prop bets of the day. And we're going to go to the Phoenix Suns, who, yes, I know, have lost 6 straight. And their playoff chances are on absolute life support right now. But in an interesting game going up against the Warriors for tonight, Tyler, what is your assessment of Bradley Beal's spot for tonight? I'll let you take over this one because this one was one that you found. And we are fading Mr. Beal for tonight. What's the read?
LineStar projection here, 6.2. The consensus is 7.4. The Warriors, 14th versus shooting guard. So it's not a great spot here, slightly below average spot. But he is only averaging 4.6 over the last 5 starts. He's averaging 6.4 over the last 20. Both numbers well to the under. And without KD, Beal's assist rate actually drops. It goes from 5.5 per 100 down to 4.5 per 100, and the rebounds remain unchanged. So if the averages are going lower and then his assists drop with no KD, I think we need to fade Bradley Beal in this spot.
And the Warriors are also a team that is one of those teams in the West that they're all tied. They're right now in the 5 spot, but they got to win for tonight. So this will be an interesting game to watch tonight. Now, one game where, both teams are kind of locked in already. Not a ton going on. They can't really move in the standings. That's going to be the Boston Celtics going up against the New York Knicks. However, for the Celtics, they'd be crazy to play some of the players for tonight. They've got really nothing to play for. In that case, I kind of like the over on Derrick White here, over 20.5 points and assists. LineStar's projection is 21.3. He's averaging 21.4 points and assists over the last 5 and has been over 6 of the last 10. Here are the Boston injuries that are listed on the report. Jaylen Brown, KP, Jason Tatum, all questionable. If any of those guys are off for tonight, what we know historically is that Derrick White gets the biggest bump and the biggest bump in all of his stats kind of across the board. So he is most likely to benefit from that. Boston spot, as I mentioned, they're pretty locked into the 2 seed in the East, but this is a positive pace differential, and Derrick White has actually been very good versus the Knicks in games past. In all 3 games versus the Knicks this season, he put up 26 points and assists, 21 and 28, so cleared on all 3 of the overs in those games with some of those guys in the mix, might I add. So Derrick White, I think, even though there's not a ton to play for here, I still think he's in a good spot. Any thoughts on that one?
Yeah, and Boston pretty much has everybody on the injury report tonight. White is probable. He's listed. Drew Holiday is listed as probable. I would be surprised if somebody is not sitting here. Like you said, there's really no reason. They're pretty locked into their spot. And if there's some lingering injuries for Brown, Tatum, they need to sit.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's just no reason. So hopefully Derrick White gets a nice boost from any one of those players being sitting on the bench for tonight. So those are the 3 that we're rolling with. Let us know what your lock is. Remember, our comment enters you into our prop bets contest. Remember that our main entry for today, we're going to roll with that Rudy Gobert pick. I'm liking that for tonight. So that's the one that we're going to use on Chalkboard. And again, drop your locks below. Good luck. And check out that props optimizer that I was telling you about. Go ahead and download it. Available right now on iOS in the App Store. Good luck, everybody. We'll see you soon.